welcome to this special episode ng Hustle Puff Girls Podcast. So, meron tayong Father's Day special. Tapos, ang guest natin, si Coach Jolvi. Na-meet ko na siya before sa marami ng events. Na-meet ko siya sa kita-kita, meet up dito sa Cainta. And then, we also met sa mga events ng freelancing communities. Umatanda din ako dati ng masterclass niya and nag-iyakan pa kami doon. Kasi ang ganda, more on, hindi kasi coach, yung tinuturo mo kasi doon, pag-visualize ng happiest life, what it looks like. Tapos ang colorful niya, parang wow, sobrang vivid. Yung sequence nun, ang ganda. Ang ganda nung flow, nung mga I don't know how to call it. Webinar ba? Masterclass? Basta yan yung mga programs mo, coach. Pag nagla-live ka, it's very, very structured na maganda. Madaling sundan. Una ko siya nakilala, pinayak niya ako. Medyo, ayun. Si coach, ano siya, head coach siya ng The Better Happy. Tapos, ang memorable na natatandaan ko talaga, coach, memorable na natatandaan pa. Yung pinaka natatandaan ko, coach, nung nag-masterclass ka before, sabi mo, the reason why you're doing this or the reason how you found yung system na yon is na-diagnose yung mommy mo ng cancer, tapos lahat kayo malungkot. Lahat kayo malungkot nun. So, pero kasi hindi nyo controlled yung cancer ng mommy mo. So, kahit na maglugmok-lukmok, iyak-iyak, walang mangyayari. So, ang sabi mo, you found a way to find little happiness sa day-to-day life. Tapos, that way, mas makakatulong ka pa sa family mo if you're in a better place to help. So, yon. Kaya si Coach, tumutulong din siya sa ibang freelancers and companies to find happiness sa day-to-day life. Ayun, now you take it away, Jubel. Ay, hindi pa pala. Nako, Coach, pakilala ka pala muna. Pakilala ka, Coach. Name, age, grade, and section. Char.
Zodiac sign, hobbies, favorite food, favorite color. Ganun ba yun?
Actually, Coach, ano palang zodiac sign mo pala, Coach, before we start?
Aquarius ako.
Oy, nice! Galing, air
Oo.
sign.
Hindi ako naniniwala sa kanya, pero tinatandaan ko siya. Wala lang, it's just a nice di ba, to find something in common. So hello sa mga fans ng Hustlepuff Girls podcast. Ako si Jalvi Valdez. Parang Jollibee, pero Jalvi yung pag-pronounce niya. I am a happiness coach, a husband to one, and a father of four. And ang pangalan ng coaching group ko is The Better Happy, and we provide workshops. So there's executive coaching, group coaching, and mga team building, leadership seminars, motivational talks, primarily to corporate. So we work with corporate or small and medium enterprises din. So we believe that everything is better when we're happy. Kaya The Better Happy. So kasama ang romantic, yung love life, kasama ang volunteer, like kasama ang spiritual life, career, and parenting. You are a better parent if you are happy. So kung may maitutulong ako ngayong araw na ito, I would love to be of service. Nice to meet you, fans of Hustlepuff, and thank you for having me here, guys.
Thank you, Coach. Actually, nagulat ako, Coach, before Jabel takes over. Nagulat ako kasi more on B2B ka pala. Business to business.
Yeah.
Hmm.
No, I would say 80-90% of my clients are B2B. Corporate talaga, like ranging from parang small family businesses to startups to Fortune 500 companies.
Ang galing. That's so interesting, no? Parang first si Coach na magiging guest natin na solely B2B. Tas some companies talaga. So, ayun. Now you can get started na, Javel.
Yeah, perfect. Thanks so much, Lace, pag-introduce kay Coach Jalvi. Hello, Coach Jalvi. So, first time kami mag-meet ni Coach and I'm super excited na matuto from him. Sana yung mga fathers din dito, no? Pati mga future dads, yan. For sure, matututo kayo ng marami from Coach Jalvi. So, Coach, ready ka na ba sa first segment ng questions?
Yeah, hindi ko alam kung ano yung bawat segment. Oo, baka.
So, actually, segment 1 is about sino ka bilang freelancer and tatay. So, sa first question natin is, anong career mo bago ka maging tatay at paano ka napadpad sa freelancing?
Bago maging tatay.
Yes.
Is
Anong
the
career mo
question.
before?
Yeah, so I was 10 years in corporate.
Hmm.
So, I graduated with a business degree, tas generalist yung business administration. Kasi merong parang
Mhm.
minor or major in marketing, major in finance, mga ganun. Generalist ako. And nagkataon na parang both IT firms yung pinagtrabahuhan ko. So, ang trabaho ko before was creating business reviews, feasibility studies. So, even until now, I help some friends create mga business plans and feasibility studies. Pag kunyari mag-apply ng loan or ganun, or just to check their business. Kasi I like structure and I like communicating that structure. So, I special power ko yun to put structure to things na parang walang structure, walang order, and to communicate it well. That's why nagamit ko yung superpower ko dahil pati happiness, nalagyan ko siya ng structure, na there's a science and able to teach it.
Ang
But yeah, yun, dati
galing.
talaga, I even freelance like before nung nag-iipon ako para sa kasal, parang
Wow.
on the side, gumagawa din ako ng mga business plans, feasibility studies, nasa side hustle. So you could
Mhm.
say that was 2010. So parang 15 years na akong freelancing.
Bale ano siya, sabay. Sabay mo siyang ginagawa.
Oo. I took some
Grabe.
side jobs na business plan and feasibility study creation with my corporate job. I also take some side hustles na training kasi nga mahilig ako magturo. As you can see, I like talking.
Mm.
And may sense naman akong kausap. And so, but I've been like volunteer speaking since I was young. So, yun yung mga side hustle ko. But kung
Mm.
tatanungin mo yung trabaho yun, corporate siya, more on business analysis and admin side.
Grabe. Very, very smart agad yun, no? Yung impression ko kay coach, yung shinare niya yan. Grabe, puro technical, logical
Diba?
side.
Dumigo agad yung
Oo.
ilong ko, be. Di ba tayo nagsimula?
Ang galing kasi na-link niya yun sa ano, sa emotional na business niya right na ng happiness. Sabi ko, wow, amazing. Bali, coach, yung ano, naging nag-freelance ka na while working sa corporate. Paano ka napunta dun sa part na yun? May nakita ka bang friend or parang may nakita ka ba advertisement?
Referral lang. Parang
Referral.
mga office mates ko lang din. Parang, di ba, alam niyo naman na
Mm.
ginagawa ko to, nag-iipon ako para sa kasal namin eh. Parang gano'n, baka may ma-refer kayo client sa akin. Parang gano'n lang, ano lang, like referral lang.
Grabe,
Walang like
sipag ni coach.
structure like we have in our current communities. Parang, kasi I had
Mm.
a okay paying job naman.
Mm.
Parang gusto ko lang talaga ng extra dahil nag-iipon ako para sa kasal.
Mhm. Okay. Thank you so much for sharing that, coach. Ang galing. Na-amaze agad ako. Yung parang na-imagine ko kaagad ang dami niyang ano, dami niyang nalalaman sa brain niya. Ayan. So for the second question, ano ang nagbago nung naging tatay ka na sa buhay, career at priorities mo?
Lalim nun ah. Buhay, career, at priorities. What I can say is my kids are a miracle. Like they are a constant source of joy and surprise. Iba kasi yung iniisip mo yung kunyari, binata ako. 13 anyos nagluluto na ako. 'Di ba? So parang minsan mapaisip mo parang pag magkaanak ako siguro magluluto din kaya siya. Parang gano'n or sabay kaya
Ah,
kami na nasa kusina kasi gano'n yung experience ko with both my parents eh. We would like bond together in the kitchen cooking. 'Di ba? So magkakaganon din kaya ako moments with my children, yung mga gano'n, yung and there's a lot of thoughts like that or mahilig din kaya siya sa business or sa math
mm.
or sa ano science kapareho ko. Yung may mga ganong thoughts. And of course, when I met my wife, Mai, kung nanonood ka, dapat nanonood ka. Hi, Mai, I love you. Uh, when I met my wife, Mai, may mga ganong thoughts din. Yung parang binivisualize mo, ano kaya magiging anak namin? Di ba? Parang
Mm.
magiging katulad kaya ni Mai na very mild yung personality, very kind. O ako
Ilan
na
taon
parang
kayo
humorous, loud.
nagkita, coach?
Ng,
Ilang taon kayo nagkita kayo ng partner mo?
um, what do you mean nagkita? Yung first na nag-meet?
Yung age nyo, like kunyari college ba, high
Nung
school?
nag-meet, we were both, yuppies. As in, she was
Oh.
28, I was 27, parang ganun. Late
Mm.
20s, mid-late 20s.
Oh, mature na.
Oo. So, parang even when we get married, parang ano kaya mga anak natin, no? Parang ano, and when our children were born, bawat isa, miracle talaga, miracle. Parang, wow, bakit ganito? Bakit ang bait ng anak ko? Bakit ang cute niya? Bakit ang smart niya? Parang ganun, bakit ang, as in, Hindi ko sinasabi na hindi to comparison na yung mga ko mas matalino kaysa iba. It's not that. It's not that.
Mhm.
It's simply I live in awe of them na parang wow, God can make such beautiful creatures like this. So, okay lang mo bigyan ng example, ito na agad no. Proud na
Yes,
proud na
go,
proud ako
go
sa mga
lang.
ko, 3 oras tayo mag-uusap dito. Like this past Christmas, lahat sila may mga isip na, like yung panganay ko 12 na. Lahat sila may mga isip na this past Christmas, lahat sila had this idea to buy us, their parents, and each other gifts.
Aw, ang cute.
So, kumuha talaga sila sa mga savings nila, sa mga allowance nila. Bumibili sila ng mga regalo ng pasikreto, iba-iba sila ng style. So, yung iba parang, Mama, sabi sa misis ko, can you buy this on Shopee? But don't tell Kuya, that's my gift to Kuya. Parang ganun. So may ganun. Tapos yung dalawang malaki ko naman, sumama sa akin, magki-Christmas shopping ako, tsaka mag-shop ako ng Christmas decorations. Punta ako ng SM Marikina. Tapos parang sila, because we're gonna buy gifts for our baby brothers. Parang gano'n. So bumili sila ng gifts and yung Christmas tree namin, parang the week before Christmas or a few days before Christmas, sobrang daming regalo na ang gulo. Yung ang pangit ng pagkakarap kasi sila yung nag-wrap mismo ng mga regalo.
Ang cute.
Gets nyo? So hindi pulido yung
Mm-mm.
pagka-wrap. Tapos yung mga sulat, yung lalo na yung galing sa bunso, yung parang, yung gulo-gulo yung sulat, Dear Kuya, Merry Christmas, I love you. Parang gano'n. Di ba parang gano'n? So, hindi siya Instagrammable. Alam mo yon, it wasn't pretty, it wasn't photograph, IG worthy, but it was so full of love that it brought tears to my eyes. Sabi ko, lo, bakit ganito yung mga anak natin? Parang, yung lahat sila nagbigay ng regalo, tas yung sa akin, nag-pitch in sila para magbumili ng regalo para sa akin. Na gustong gusto ko, para ako, so just to let you know what it was a big side duck na plushie. And Pokemon baby ako, di ba? Para
Yes.
yung sabihin, yung lumaki ako sa
Psyduck.
Pokemon because I
Brain
wanna be
din si
the very
Psyduck,
best
ah.
like no one ever was. Di ba? And I always wanted either a Psyduck or a Squirtle na plushie. Pero yung mga original, yung mga 5,000, mga ganyan, parang, or kailan punta ka pa sa Tokyo, para gano'n, para bumili. So I was thinking na yun, masyado luho, parang hindi practical to buy that. Tapos yung mga anak ko yung bumili sa akin, kasi alam nilang love na love ko yun, yung talagang, and it's not the price, kasi definitely hindi nila binili yun sa Japan. Parang Shopee lang din yun, definitely. Like, it's not the price, but it's really the thought. It's the thought that
Yes, true.
they thought, inisip nila na ano bang regalo magugustuhan ni ate, anong magugustuhan ni kuya, anong magugustuhan ni papa, anong magugustuhan ni mama, 'di ba? Tapos binigay nila. And that's just one example, that's one example. Like I see my children, how kind they are, how considerate they are, how hindi sila perfect, guys. Minsan sila nagsusuntukan talaga yung mga yan. Alam mo yun, wala namang batang
Bata
perfect,
eh.
di ba? Hindi naman ako diktador, di ba? Para gano'n. But yung all these things, kung may nagtanong ko anong nagbago, parang like personally, mas naintindihan ko how good God is dahil lumabas yung mga bata, yung mga anak ko. And if you're not the spiritual or religious type, then I'll just say na I realized how beautiful the universe can be when they were
Ganda.
born.
Curious ako, coach, nung lumalaki ba sila, mahilig ka ba or ikaw, pati yung partner mo, magbigay ng gifts, parang nakikita nila, nagbibigay ako ng mga gifts, mga ganun.
Yeah, but hindi for Christmas. Hindi for Christmas. So I'm not sure where they modeled it from. Maybe, but generally, yung asawa ko kasi sobrang bait. As in, ano siya, pag may kailangan ka, ibibigay niya. Or uunahan ka niya. Parang gano'n, uunahan ka niya. And baka doon nila nakuha. So sinasabi ko na, hindi sa akin ang galing.
Yes.
Parang, yung kulit nila, yung sobrang daldal, tas hindi naubusan ng joke, sa akin galing yon. Pero yung sobrang thoughtful na, okay,
Yes.
ganito, parang I think I want to do this for my brother. Parang gano'n. Yung ganong mindset nila na they wanna serve, they wanna I think that came from my wife. So, good combination kami. Kinilig na naman ako.
Diba,
Ikaw na naman bida, ah. Yan.
At least, di ba, may nakuha silang magagandang characteristics sa inyong dalawa. So, ayan, perfect na perfect yan. Thank you so much
Yes.
for sharing that. So, the third question is, kung may mommy hacks sa social media, ano naman yung version ng daddy hacks when it comes to parenting or household?
Um, I wouldn't wanna call it hacks kasi parang sino-shortcut mo, 'di ba? And there's no shortcut to good parenting. Like I tell my students, if something is important to you, it takes daily consistent action. Important sa'yo yung figure mo or kunyari health, mabababa ang blood pressure mo kasi nasa lahi namin kung gano'n man yung dahilan mo, 'di ba? Take daily consistent action. 'Di ba? If your relationship with your partner is important to you, take daily consistent action. Hindi pwedeng Valentine's ka lang makipag-date mag-I love you. 'Di ba? Para
Please,
gano'n.
pakinggan nyo yan.
So same thing with parenting. If your children are important to you, 'di ba? If you say na my family is my life, 'di ba? Parang gano'n, my kids are my reason for living. That's great. Show it with daily consistent action. It's simple but it's not easy. Like being there to listen. Hindi in-invalidate yung feelings nila. Having a date with them once a week or kahit once a month kung hindi kaya ng schedule mo pero may one-on-one time ka sa bawat anak mo to show them that they matter. That's important. Being fully present even in small conversations. Letting them make their own mistakes. Hindi ako na lang ang gagawa para mabilis. 'Di ba? Letting them tell you their life story. Ibig sabihin, lahat to nakikita nyo naman sa internet eh, 'di ba? Yung mga daddy hacks, that's all present. And another thing that I teach my students is psychology is the same. Ang utak natin is the same whether it's as a manager, as an employee, as a founder, as a parent, as a spouse, as a sibling, as a best friend. Syempre iba pag bata, like may developmental appropriateness yan, di ba? Parang may mga bagay na hindi magandang i-discuss at a certain age or hindi pa nila naintindihan at a certain age. But I'm talking about general principles of psychology na sa totoo lang, yung mabuting magulang, mabuting tao. Di ba?
Oh.
Ano bang kailangan nung mga bata sa ama nila? Maliban sa pag-provide, sabihin na natin granted na yun that you can provide for them, that you can pay the bills and you can spend the minimum amount of time with them. Ang kailangan ng bata yung marunong makinig, yung may malasakit, yung marunong makiramdam, yung feeling mo parang may pinagdadaanan to, makamusta ko nga. 'Di ba? Yung malino mag-isip, yung matulungin. 'Di ba? Yung umaalalay sa'yo pag may kailangan ka. And if you look at that laundry list of what a good like father could be like, that's also what we want in our friends, 'di ba? That's also what we want in our boyfriend or girlfriend. 'Di ba? May extra bonus lang sa tatay para may bonus task na trabaho natin na disiplinahin yung mga anak and turuan sila ng tama. And like what I tell my clients also na parents na talagang actions speak louder than words. So there's such a thing as mimetics. There's a hardwired human tendency to imitate. So like kung ginagawa example dito yung daddy ko, Happy Father's Day daddy ko, pinapanood mo man to I love you. Yan, pero so sorry daddy, ikaw ang amin. Pero kasi ganito ginawa sa amin nung yung utol ko, parang yung I remember this scene 16 years old yata ako, 17, tas my brother was 12. Tapos, kinausap kami ng daddy ko, sabi niya, mga anak, alam niyo ba, ang paninigarilyo masama. Wag niyong hahayaang mahuli ko kayong naninigarilyo, ha? So, there was a direct disconnect between his actions and his words. And it ended up na both of my brothers ended up growing up smoking. Disclaimer lang, my dad has already quit smoking. Like he's already quit.
That's nice.
Yeah, so disclaimer. So that was like 20, 25 years ago pa nangyari or 30 years ago nangyari. So he's already quit smoking. But what I tell to parents is no matter gaano kagaling mo mag-explain. And that's my Waterloo kasi minsan naisip ko kaya ko naman explain ng maayos eh. Magaling ako mag-explain. Diba? No matter gaano kagaling mo mag-explain, no matter gaano kadalas mo siyang sabihin, ang gagawin ng anak mo kung ano yung ginagawa mo. So, actually sa tatay ko
True.
rin nakuha yun. Like when he was giving me advice about how to be a better parent. Noong nag-quit na rin siya ng smoking, kumbaga, syempre, we become wiser, di ba? So, sabi niya ng daddy ko, parang, anak, remember, monkey see, monkey do. Monkey see, monkey do. And people are monkeys. So, your children will do what the parents do, not what they say. Di
True.
ba? So, if for example, pet peeve ko to, if for example, you tell your children na makinig ka pag kinakausap ka ng nanay mo. Di ba? Or respetuhin mo kami. Listen to us when we're talking to you. Pero ikaw, kinikwentuhan ka nila, uy, daddy, alam ba nangyari sa school kanina? Tapos nakaselfone. That's what they're gonna
Disconnect.
do.
Sobrang
Totoo.
agree. Nakaka-trigger nga yun.
That's what they're gonna kahit anong sigaw mo diyan, na respetuhin mo ako, kinakausap kita, makinig ka. Ikaw di mo binibigay sa kanila yung same
True.
respect. Because for
Leading
you,
by example siya.
parang, di ba yan, parang nagkakwento yung ko sa karas niya ako, naka 12 girlfriend nga ako parang gano'n, wala yan sa kwento ko. But for them, that's their world. Di ba? Mundo nila yun. Sobrang halaga nung, kaya para sa mga bata, ang maliit na bagay, hindi maliit na bagay. Di ba? And if sinanay mo sila that they can tell you anything, may nagnakaw ng pencil nila sa school, they met a new friend at school, di ba? Nag-try out siya sa basketball team, first time niya makashoot, yung mga ganong na para sa kanila yung sobrang bago,
Yes.
or sobrang importante. It can be a hurtful experience, like nasabihan siya ng masama, di ba? Nasabihan siya ng masakit na salita, or meron siyang gustong i-best friend pero ayaw, sa ibang grupo sumama, di ba? May mga ganong mga eksena sa school, di ba? Sa grade
Mhm.
school. Our kids' lives revolve around that. Sobrang halaga nun sa kanila. For them, it's a life or death matter. And if nasanay sila na whatever I tell my papa, my tatay, my daddy, he listens to me. Pagtanda niyan, na ang naging problema na mental health issue, teenage pregnancy, bullying, yung seryosong issue na talaga, ikaw pa rin ang unang takbuhan nila. That's not something na pwede mong habulin. Na you suddenly start to become a good listener pag 16 years old na yung anak mo. No. By that time, mas una na silang magkikwento sa barkada nila. Mas una na silang magkukwento, baka sa bad influence pa. Or mas una na silang magkukwento sa social media. Sa Reddit yung magpo-post, hindi nila i-share sa'yo. Diba? And if you want that type of, and I'm not here to preach, I'm just saying cause and effect. So to the parents who are okay with that, I'm not judging you. Kung okay sa inyo na hindi kayo kinakausap ng anak nyo, na they don't trust you. I'm not judging you kasi baka for you, just putting them through school is already a major effort. Gets no judgment. For the parents here who are listening naman na mahalaga sa inyo yung relationship ng anak nyo. Hindi naman kailangan best friend, pero yung may tiwala lang sa yung anak nyo.
True.
Diba? Iba-iba naman tayo ng pangarap. Yung iba gusto kinikwentuhan ng anak, yung iba gusto close kami ng anak ko, yung iba gusto kabiruan ko yung anak ko. Iba-iba yan ng level ng relationship. Pero kung ano man yung level ng relationship nyo, the simple principle is, hindi mo yan aanihin kung hindi mo yan tinanim. That's the simple principle. Or, yung common statement, kung ano yung tinanim mo, yun yung aanihin mo. So kung ang tinanim mo is alaskador ka, lagi mong inaasar yung anak mo, hindi, para matuto na hindi mapikon, parang gano'n, yung always insult, asar, alaska, mga gano'n. Gano'n ang relationship nyo pag laki niya. Kung ang relationship nyo naman is yung malambing, di ba, nagkakamustahan kayo, gano'n yung relationship nyo. Kung ang relationship nyo naman is silent companionship, nagsasalita lang kayo pag may major, minsan may gano'n yung katabi lang kayo. So my daughter is actually asking me for a reading date kasi minsan nagde-date kami, nagbabasa lang kami libro. Di kami nag-uusap. Pero like ako as a practitioner and dahil may alam sa psychology of parenting, kailangan may at least 10-15 minutes ng conversation dun sa date. Pero yung 2 oras nagbabasa na lang kami talaga. So balak namin gawin this week ulit na mag-reading date ng daughter ko. If silent companionship is the type of relationship that you wanna have with your child, then itanim nyo para anihin nyo. Again, this is not to preach. This is just to open possibilities. Kasi natitrigger din ako dun sa mga Hindi man trigger, pero I would say I'm a bit disappointed. There's parents kasi who try to give you advice. Ay naku, ganyan talaga yan. Sulitin mo habang bata pa kasi pag teenager na yan, ayaw ka nang kausapin yan. Sa barkada na yan didikit pag teenager na yan. And my thought is maybe sa inyo. Maybe sa history ninyo. Because kami, our parents were super involved. Our parents would sing with us. Our parents would cook with us. Our parents would drink with us. Na hanggang teenager kami, hanggang adult kami, we wanna spend time with our parents. So nakita ko from my parents, it's possible pala. Diba? It's possible pala. Dami ko nang sinasabi, guys, kayo nang bahala mag-edit ha. And another thing I
Okay.
wanted to say is wag din tayo maging bitter kung doon tayo sa ganung pamilya lumaki, di ba? Na parang, because
Yeah.
I understand if some daddies, tatays, papas here are listening, na parang, paano ko gagawin yun? Hindi ganun yung magulang ko.
True.
Di ba? Parang wala silang pagbabasihan.
Yes, walang
And,
model.
oo, walang model. Or parang, it's hard to break chains.
Mhm.
Like for me, the first step is forgiving your parents. Because kung sino man yung magulang nyo, they tried their best with what they have. They tried their best dun sa kakayanan nila. Forgive them first. And then give yourself a chance. Kasi every day is a new day. You can always be a slightly better version of yourself. Pwede kang maging mas magpasensya ng konti. Pwede kang mas malambing ng kaunti. Pwede kang mas good listener ng kaunti. Konti-konti lang, 1%, 0.5% improvement each day. See, I didn't start out this way, then ibig sabihin, masungit ako lalo na pag gutom. Parang gano'n. So hanggang ngayon hindi ko na pipigilan. Again, I'm not preaching that I'm a perfect parent. Far from it. But I try. And that's all our children deserve. Your best try.
Yes.
Nasigawan mo, di mag-sorry ka. Di ba? Mag-sorry ka. Repair it after. So, kung sabi ko sa mga anak ko, Father's Day yung podcast, makinig kayo sa kabilang kwarto. Feeling ko may nakikinig dyan sa kabilang kwarto. Alam nila, like they can testify na if it's not that same evening, baka the morning after or the day after, pag napagtaasan ko ng boses, humingi ako ng tawad. Yung napagtaasan ko ng boses na wala sa lugar ha. Yung dahil sa temper. Like I say sorry. And what does that do? It's not to virtue signal, oy, mabait akong tatay. No. It's acknowledging that kayo, tao din, kayo may karapatan din, kayo valid din ang feelings nyo. It's making our child feel heard and respected and validated. And it's modeling to them what to do pag nagkamali sila. Diba? So pag nakikita nila na halimbawa yung nanay nila nagsosorry sa tatay nila, pag nag-away, pag nagkataasan ng boses, nagsosorry din sa kanila, yun na ang model nila ng healthy conflict. Na pag ako nagkaasawa or pag ako nagka-best friend, magsasorry ako pag nagkamali ako. So, we don't avoid conflict, but we also don't make conflict toxic. Yung silent treatment, or nagkakasakitan na, yung mga gano'n, yung like physical pain na, if we model healthy conflict, that's what our children will learn. Pwede pala. So sa lahat ng mga magulang dito, pwede pala. Pwede talaga. Pwede talagang may healthy conflict. Pwede talagang kahit teenager na yan, kayo pa rin ang nasa top 5 people I wanna spend time with. Di ba? Parang gano'n. Pwede pala. Pwede pala na unang takbuhan kayo pag may problema. Pag may nangyaring hindi nila maintindihan sa buhay nila. It's possible. So that's I really hope. And parenting is a skill. It's a learnable skill. Ask people who know the skill and ask scientists who have kasi like I know some psychologists or parenting coaches, sila mismo hindi sila parent pero certified sila, alam nila yung psychology, so they can really teach you. So get people who know the science or have the results that you want. Yun lang talaga. It's possible. Ako personally, I'm a work in progress. Like I'm still figuring out how to raise my children in such a way that they are going to be kind citizens of the country naman, nag-aambag sa lipunan, na nag-aambag sa mga taong makita nila at may magandang relationship sa isa't isa at saka sa magulang nila. I'm still figuring it out. Parang gano'n, like buti na lang there's positive psychology, there's meron talagang parenting science So, sobra
Yes.
akong happy. And if I may, yung the Human Improvement Project, they're a group of family researchers. May good news ako for all parents here, including the mommies. Gusto nyo malaman?
Kasi syempre, Gina G kami
Uh,
dyan. Nilista ko na nga
yung,
sa mind ko lahat.
yung fulfilled, yung fulfilled and good relationships with children, the parent only needs to get 30% of conversations right. So, 1 out of 3. Kung yung 2 out of 3 conversations ninyo, napagtaasan mo ng boses, or medyo hindi ka nakinig, parang ganon, or medyo inunahan mo, wala ka sa lolo ko, nung panahon namin, ganito, mas mahirap yung problema namin eh. Di ba? Yung mga ganon, yung mga ganong invalidation, di ba? Like, even if
Mm.
2 out of 3 conversations, sablay ka, as long as 1 out of 3 conversations, matino kang kausap, inuna mo yung anak mo bago yung sarili mong pride or ego or temper or ganon, your child is gonna grow up good and they're gonna love you.
Yes.
So
So,
please, dun sa mga,
Ganda.
hindi ko sinasabi na okay lang sigawan yung anak ha, guys, na sasadyain nyo. And that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying it happens to the best of us. On a bad day, we lose our temper, or we're not
Mm.
there we're not present when our kids need us. It happens to the best of us. It's okay. Just get 1 out of 3 of your parenting conversations right. It's gonna result well.
sobrang ganda, Coach. I love it.
Baka umiyak ka na naman ha. Hindi.
Ang dami ko na nalista sa brain ko ng mga tips ni Coach. Ang ganda kasi may mga science back siya na, no, na data. I love it. Ayan. Thank you so much, Coach, for answering yung number 3 question natin. Ang dami kong natutunan. Hopefully, mga parents din, yes, be gentle with yourself din. And syempre, everyone naman is a work in progress. So, yan. And then, after this, Coach, actually, bibigay ko na kay Lay ang mikropono for the segment 2. Medyo controversial na daw to. So, ayan.
Controversial. Hindi pa ito yung controversial? Sige,
Hindi
sige.
pa, hindi pa, Coach.
Thank you, Jabel.
Yeah, pero
You're welcome.
before we start, Coach Jalvi, agree ako dun sa conversation na dapat nakikinig ka sa anak mo. And yung sinabi mo na yung relationship na binild mo habang bata pa sila, you can sustain it hanggang pagtanda nila. Kasi na-experience ko yun sa daddy ko. So, sabi ng mami ko, ako yung pinaka-close niya. Pero kasi, ako kasi yung pinakamadaldal sa amin magkakapatid. Tapos kahit anong daldal ko, hinahayaan niya kung chumika lang ng chumika. Nakikinig talaga siya. Hindi ko alam saan niya nakuha yung pasensya kasi wala talaga akong tigil dumaldal. Pero, doon niya ako naprotektahan. Kasi lahat ng updates na binibigay ko, nakikinig siya. So, he figures out saan ako possible pwedeng magkaroon ng danger. Like, for example, syempre babae ako, yung mga sexual harassment, kunwari sa work, paano maiiwasan yun na meron na palang red flags, hindi ako aware. Pero since lalaki siya, aware siya, ika-guide niya ako ngayon in a gentle way na wag mo to gawin mo to instead. Tapos iwas ka sa ganito, ganyan. Imagine if the parents don't listen at all. Hindi mo alam na may nangyayari na pala sa anak mo because you're not listening. Pero yung mga small updates na yun, you can get a gist of what's going on dun sa buhay ng anak mo. So, mas updated yung daddy ko sa buhay ko compared dun sa mommy ko growing up. Kasi sinasabi ko lahat sa papa ko since hindi ako nakakaramdam ng awkwardness. Even yung mga crushes ko, alam niya. Balik dati, usually yung mommy yung nakakaalam nun. Pero sa amin, si papa. And I also love that he says sorry pag may ginagawa siyang hindi maayos. So, parang doon ko natutunan din yung accountability and ownership na may nagawa kang hindi maganda. So, paano mo siya i-repair or i-redirect sa mas maayos na direction moving forward. So, yun. Ang ganda ng mga value bombs agad. Ngayon, yung first question ko, Coach, is ano yung mga sinasabi ng tatay na ano yung hindi sinasabi ng tatay usually pero gusto niya sana ma-experience? So in short, things fathers want but don't really say.
Things fathers want but don't really say.
Yeah, controversial siya, no? Kasi napaisip ka.
Oo, hindi ko naintindihan yung tanong. Kasi hindi ko naintindihan yung tanong. Ibig sabihin yung kasi like ako, baka hindi ako makarelate kasi
Hmm.
if I want something, I say it.
Hmm. Okay.
'Di ba?
Nice.
If I want something, I say it. So, minsan nagpaparinig ako sa mga anak ko, uy, grabe naman kayo, nakailang masahe na ako sa inyo. Ako naman masahe nyo paminsan-minsan kahit 5 minutes lang. 'Di ba? So, sabihin, so kaya ako hindi makarelate because I don't like keeping anything secret. Keeping something private, yes. 'Di ba? Parang
Mm.
like there's stuff that you need to keep private. Like pag kunyari, if it's an adult only matter or if it's a business matter, uh so kaya sorry, hindi ako makarelate. Hindi ako makarelate. Parang when there's something that I want, I usually say it
Mm.
na kaya sabihin ko sa wife ko minsan na ano, pag umuwi ako late, kunyari may client or may event, parang ganun, sabi ko, gusto ko yung nafe-feel na may place ako sa table, so wag yung iligpit yung mesa. Yung nakalagay lang dun yung plato, kutsara, tinidor ko, kahit umuwi ako ng hating gabi, makes me feel that you're waiting for me.
Oh, ang sweet
'Di
naman
ba?
nun.
'Di ba?
Oo.
Sinasabi ko sa kanila like what I need.
Mm.
So, I try to be as emotionally available and as open to them as possible. Again, kasi they will mirror me. Kung ako open ako sa needs ko, that will raise children who are also open about their needs. Hindi yung tinitiis lang lahat nagpapakamartir hanggang sumabog na.
Yes, actually
'Di
that's the
ba?
point. 'Pag
'Di
walang
ba? 'Di ba? So
communication.
so so I'm sorry that I don't have a valid answer to your question because there is no parang in my mind like honestly, nakita mo naman 'di ba? Kagalang tagal ko nag-isip. In my mind there's nothing na kailangan ko but I don't really say. Kasi and because that's what I want my children to be like. Pag may kailangan ka, say it. But
That
say it
sounds
nicely ha.
so
Say it nicely. Kumbaga, say it with respect.
gusto ko yung may disclaimer na say it nicely, ha. Wag yung galit. Pero ang ganda nun, Coach Jollibee, kasi nasabi din niya ng iba naming guests na they communicated, which is really good. Kasi 'pag hindi, nagkaka-resentment na meron ka palang gusto, hindi mo sinasabi, ta's galit ka na. Kasi hindi
Yeah,
naman
and it's
nila alam.
self-inflicted pain. It's self-inflicted pain. Ikaw lang nananakit sa sarili mo if you don't give feedback eh.
Mhm.
'Di ba? Hindi naman siya yung gumagawa kasi siya hindi niya alam na may mali siyang ginagawa eh.
Hmm.
Ang nangyari, it actually eases your burden because when you say it, nasa kanya na yung bola. Kung
Yes.
magbabago ba siya o hindi, di ba? Pero ikaw, you've said your piece.
Yeah, that's really
Apply niyo
nice.
sa love life, guys.
Ang swerte nung mga ano 'no, na naging pamilya nung mga nag-guest natin, Jabel. So feeling ko
Actually,
nag-ano na,
yes.
150 na yung nasa list mo of qualification. Single kasi 'to si Jabel, eh. So so coach, dito naman sa second question is, meron ka bang stereotype for fathers na gusto mo sanang baguhin in the next generation?
Isip ako ah. May nakita kasi ako sa feeds ko minsan na parang ano eh, parang Hollywood stereotype fathers, the good and the bad. Parang ganon yung oo, tas ang nakabalandra pa si Darth Vader kasi 'di ba? Siguro naman lahat dito nakapanood na ng Star Wars, baka may spoiler alert ko pa kayo, 'di ba? Parang gano'n, pinutulan niya ng kamay yung anak niya, 'di ba? Join me in the dark side. So parang ang daming stereotype pero Hollywood. Pero for me, hindi ko siya sorry parang it's not that I'm avoiding the question, but I don't really like to think of stereotypes. So hindi ko siya naiisip. So like let's say when I'm coaching a father or I'm talking to a father, siya yung kausap ko. I am not talking to the
Hmm.
stereotype that he
Hmm.
embodies. 'Di
Hmm.
ba? So ah baka mababaw yung sagot na maibigay ko, kumbaga parang pang Hollywood lang. So yung tatay na hindi nakikinig, yung
Hmm.
tatay na pinipigilan yung pangarap ng anak, dapat maging abogado ka, dapat maging doktor ka, mga ganun. These are some stereotypes that I don't really like. Um Yun lang yata. Yun
Actually,
lang
ano
yata.
siya,
I don't wanna ano, I don't wanna ayoko. Parang I don't like thinking in terms of stereotypes. Parang for me, it's an uncomfortable conversation because it dehumanizes the people behind the stereotype.
I
Parang ganun.
understand. I understand and I respect naman. So, to give you an example lang ng mga answers na nakuha namin in the past, may isa kaming guest na ang sinabi niya is, stereotype na gusto niyang i-break is more on mag-explain ka sa anak mo kung ano yung dahilan bakit like for example, bakit mo siya dinidisiplina? Kasi kahit naman anong disiplina mo,
Okay, okay.
gagawin niya pa din yun kasi hindi niya maintindihan kung bakit siya kunwari pinalo, pinagalitan, bakit bawal, mga gano'n.
Gets na. So parang you mean like bad parenting habits.
Yes, sort of.
Okay,
Mhm.
okay. So yeah, that's a good example actually. Yeah, that's a bad parenting habit. Yung pinapagalitan mo, hindi ka nag-explain. Yung
Mm.
walang explanation.
Mhm.
Parang gano'n. Yeah, that's a bad parenting habit. Um, pero wala, iba eh. Parang nasa brand ko, nasa personality ko na rather than like focus on the problems, I like focusing on solutions.
Yeah, yeah.
So, kung okay lang, bibigyan kita ng negative answer. Negative of what you ask. So, the negative of a negative is a positive. So, di ba? So, the stereotypes I wanna enforce is that fathers who are emotionally available.
Mm.
Yung parang, ay, ba't umiiyak ka na? Doon ka sa nanay mo. Hindi ko alam yung mga iyak-iyak, yung mga love life. Hindi ko alam yan. Parang ganon. Like, I want fathers to be emotionally available kasi it's possible. 'Di ba?
Mm.
Hindi ko sinasabing mas malambot or mas may alam pa sa love life kaysa sa nanay. It's not a competition or comparison. Pero at least, may minimum level of emotional availability. And the habit also that I want is yung nagsusorry.
Mhm.
That's one because especially in Eastern cultures, mga patriarchal cultures, parang pag ikaw ang tatay, hindi ka nagkakamali. Bakit
Hmm.
ako magsusorry? Ako ang tatay. 'Di ba? Anak lang kita. 'Di ba? It also dehumanizes and invalidates the child.
Yes,
'Di ba?
yes.
Parang gano'n. So I want to create the stereotype of a father. Again, we don't treat our kids as equals in the sense na kasi trabaho mo turuan yan eh. Ibig sabihin, in terms of knowledge and life experience, mas mataas ka. But in terms of human value, in terms of karapatan, pareho
Mhm.
lang kayo may karapatan to be heard. Pareho lang kayo may karapatan na people should listen to you and should apologize to you pag nagkamali, mga ganun. So I want to build the stereotype of a father who says sorry, who apologizes, takes
Yes.
ownership of his mistakes. Kasi
Mm.
actually, sorry to say, yung hindi marunong mag-sorry, yun actually mga mas duwag. Parang for me, that's actually a sign of lack of courage.
Mm.
It you think it makes you look strong, it doesn't. It doesn't. It means ayaw mo ng difficult conversations. Or arrogant ka na ayaw mo tanggapin na may mali ka. Parang gano'n. So, yun yung negative stereotype. So, the positive stereotype is just marunong mag-sorry. Marunong mag-sorry. It doesn't demean you. It doesn't make you lower than your child if you apologize. And fathers who say, I love you.
Mm.
I wanna
Yes.
normalize that. I wanna create that stereotype. Hindi naman kailangan madalas. Hindi naman kailangan 3 times a day. Pero yung okay lang sabihin yun. Okay lang sabihin yun. Like, some fathers don't like physical affection. Gets? And that's okay. That's okay. Pero as long as you're showing some type of affection to your child. Pero mas maganda kasi kapag na-verbalize siya. Kung jahay kang sabihin, di sulatan mo siya ng birthday card, tas may I love you. Di ba, ganun.
Mhm.
So, uh, that's something, that's a stereotype I wanna create. Yung fathers who are open with their emotions. Iba yun sa emotional ha, na iyakin. Parang hindi like open lang. Open with their emotions. That's a stereotype I wanna create.
Nakikita ko
Okay na
'to
yun. Pwede na siguro yun.
nakikita ko 'tong stereotype na 'to na papunta na dun nung napapansin ko 'to sa Gen A. Gen A ba, tama ba? Gen Alpha? Tama ba, Jabel? Yung may tawag sa kanila, yung after ng Gen Z. Gen A na 'no?
Yes, alpha ata.
Oo, Gen Alpha. So, Coach Jalvi, kasi yung Gen Z medyo tagilid pa, pero yung Gen Alpha nakikita ko ano na sila, mga emotionally available children na. So, kasi yung mga parents nila is mas exposed na sa pagiging emotionally available. Kasi 'di ba dati, parang generation by generation, nakikita mo parang may patterns sila. Hindi ko alam kung napapansin mo 'yon. Like yung for example, yung mga boomers, may pattern sila na ang hilig nila magsabi na anak lang kita. So, ang hilig nila magsabi ng gano'n without really thinking na paano pag sinabi sa'yo na nanay lang kita, hindi ka ba masasaktan? So, ayun. And then, sa Gen A, which is really good, papunta na dun sa nag-I love you na, nakikinig na, and everything. So, moving
Na
forward,
parents to? As parents?
hindi naman parents.
As
Nakikita ko yung
children?
as children, kasi 'di ba sabi mo nga, kung sino ka as a person, most likely madadala mo yun pag magulang ka na. So, if you're a kind person, you will be a kind parent.
Yeah.
Yun. And then,
Yeah.
nakikita ko yung pagiging emotionally available nila sa friends, sa mga katrabaho, sa family. Very ano sila, emotionally vulnerable in a positive way.
Siguro like a
Mhm.
note lang doon is that's why I wanted sana breaking the cycle. The first step is to forgive.
Mm.
Kasi there's something good that can be gotten
Mhm.
from the past also. We cannot say that our parents are 100% bad and hindi nakatulong.
Mhm, mhm. Yes, yes.
'Di ba? Parang that's kasi like there's also something about authority. Because
Mm.
I talk with some parents and parang gusto nila na gusto nila na gusto ko yung anak ko parang barkada ko lang paglaki.
Mhm.
Sa akin hindi. Disagree. Pwedeng barkada pero hindi pwedeng barkada lang. They
Mm.
have to have a certain degree of respect for you and your opinion and your experience, a certain gravitas to your wisdom na nakikinig sila sa opinion mo. Hindi yung to the level na asar-asarin ka nila, na parang or nakakaya-kayanin ka lang nila na mas maganda opinion ko kasi ako may master ako, ikaw wala. 'Di ba?
Ay,
'Di ba
yung
yung gano'n? Yung
babatusin. Mhm.
oo, oo. Oo, hindi kumbaga doon sa mga boomers, mga gano'n, masyadong authoritarian naman.
Yes,
Yeah,
sobra.
but it doesn't mean that people should parent with zero authority.
Mhm.
You get what I'm saying? Hindi
Yes.
pwedeng dahil hindi mo gusto itong sobra, masama pala 'yon. That it does not equate. So like to all those parents here who want to be friends with their children, yes, that's great. Just remember that marami ng friends yan. Isa lang tatay niya, isa lang nanay niyan. You have
Mm.
to be a father or a mother first, foremost, primarily. Everything else comes after. Like professional mentor, nagkataon, pareho kayo ng linya.
Mhm.
Yeah, kunyari, pareho kayo, so yung isang doktor ko, ENT, tatay niya, ENT din. So talagang minentor siya. Yung ibang gamit sa clinic niya, minana pa niya sa tatay niya. And I think that's a really nice relationship, no? Yung parang may apprenticeship relationship. Yung mga ganon, remember, you are a father foremost. If you're a mentor, you are a father foremost. If you're a friend, you're a father foremost.
Mhm.
That's like a friendly reminder lang naman. Friendly reminder to all the parents here. You are a father foremost. Baka masyado natin na-enjoy yung pagiging barkada sa anak natin. Dahil masaya siya di ba? Minsan parang we're trying to relive our youth vicariously through our children. Ay, masarap to, nagbabanding kami, nagkaraoke kami ng anak ko, mga ganun. Just remember that you are a parent foremost. Ang maganda doon,
Ganda
kung
ng
kabanding mo siya madalas, is it opens the door to conversations. Di ba? Yung kainuman mo siya, yung anak
Yes.
mo, or kasing along mo, or kung ano man, tapos biglang doon pala siya magkukwento sa'yo, yun yung okay. Di ba? Yun yung okay. So, yun, kumbaga gentle reminder lang na the primary relationship is as a parent. Ikaw na bahala mag-follow up kung pwedeng additional as a friend, additional as kunyari, golf buddy or basketball teammate, kung ano man yung additional relationship ninyo. So, speaking of basketball teammate, magsingit lang ako ng kwento. Si former Olympian and Consel, si Yoyong Martires. So, ka-school ko, kaibigan ko yung isang anak niya, minsan nakasama ko mag-basketball. Tapos nakakatuwa kasi si Tito Yoyong, may he rest in peace, was playing with his three ba o four of his sons. So at senior citizen na siya, tapos ka-basketball niya yung mga anak niya. Tapos yung kaya niyang pumasa nang hindi siya nakatingin. Kasi sobrang alam na nila nung mga anak, yung alam niya yung galaw ng mga anak niya na parang or baka nafe-feel niya kung nasan yung anak niya. Parang gano'n yung may gano'n, di ba? May connection kayo. But so, parang natutuwa ako. Ang galing, ang nakakatawa sila tingnan mag-aama maglaro. So, ba't ko siya nakwento? Nakwento ko lang. Like I want to open the possibility to all the fathers out here. Hindi lang kayo like provider. Hindi lang kayo taga-sermon tas yung nanay yung taga-lambing. Pwede ka rin maging taga-lambing. Pwede rin. Pwede ka maging ka-sport. Pwede ka maging mentor ng anak mo. Like parenting is such a wonderful experience. Mahirap but it's worth it. Mahirap maging mabuting magulang but it is really worth it. It's really worth it.
Alam mo, Coach, nung sinimulan mo yung podcast, natuwa ako kasi isa ka sa taong gusto talagang maging tatay kasi bata ka pa lang, iniisip mo na, hindi ka pa tatay, iniisip mo na ganito din kaya yung anak ko. Pareho kami magluluto. Kasi most people I'm not saying this in a negative way, pero most of the time lang, yung mga nakikita kong naging daddy, parang hindi nangyari sa plano nilang time maging tatay. Most of the time, parang wala nabuntis ko na yung ganyan. So, doon siya naging tatay. Pero not like you na prior to being a dad, you already see yourself as a dad. So, na-amaze ako doon kasi parang first time ko makarinig ng taong nagsabi doon na ini-imagine mo na agad sino ka as a daddy being with your children na hindi pa nag-exist. So, napaisip tuloy ako, oo nga no, di siguro ako magiging nanay kasi never ko naisip yung iniisip ni Coach Jalvi. So, ang
Grabe ka
galing
naman.
lang.
First
Ay,
time ko rin si Coach Jalvi, marinig na ganyan. Bata pa lang.
hindi kasi, sa akin kasi, Coach, decision ko naman na wag maging childless forever. So, pero for personal reason. Pero I love kids. I always play with them. Ang kulit-kulit ko pag kasama ko sila. Pero yon personal decision. So, next, Coach, since sabi mo na mahilig ka naman makipag-communicate, naisip ko, ano ba yung mga simpleng bagay na, let's say, little things na sobrang na-appreciate mo as a dad? Kasi na-mention mo kanina yung kids mo, yung nag-ambag-ambag sila to buy you a present. So, and then yung they also buy each other presents. Other than that, meron ka pa bang sobrang natatouch ka pero actually simple lang siya pero very meaningful sa'yo?
Keep na naman ako. Pag gusto ko yung pag may special occasion at random, sumusulat sila sa akin.
Ay, wow.
Oo. May mga, so, pakita ko sa inyo to, yan. Itatapat ko sa camera.
Ah!
Nakita niyo ba yan?
Ay, ang cute.
Naghanap, parang ginugol nung isang anak ko yung website ko, tapos ginaya yung company logo. Kasi nung isang, I believe it was Father's Day last year, parang sabi niya, this is an envelope of things that make you happy. So, dahil masyado ako sa Better Happy, and then this is a heart that was from the same, and then this is pizza. Because he knows pizza mix. Nakita niyo parang may pepperoni.
Yeah.
Diba? So as you can see, sobra ko senti sa phone ko, araw-araw ko siya nakikita na just na it's a reminder that my kids are thinking of me. Another thing that for me is meaningful is if they listen to what I say. Kasi like may isip na yung panganay, and for me, yun sila, and for me, if kunyari wala kami or hindi kami nakasupervise sa kanila, tapos yung panganay or yung pangalawa yung nagsasabi na, magdasal tayo bago kumain. Magchinelas naman kayo. Parang gano'n yung mga small reminders. Pero na, not because they're scared na papagalitan ko, but because parang alam na nila these things are important to me. Parang gano'n, and their mom. So that for me is good. So, actually, sa akin, totoo lang, anything, anything na appreciate ko. Yung ano, yun, tiran lang ako ng pagkain. So, there was one time, may tinry kami na bagong brand ng bacon. Sabi ko, tiran nyo ako ha, parang gusto ko matikman kasi kaya parang for household purposes. Yung kumbaga, pag maganda yan, yun na lang bibili natin palagi. Parang gano'n na bacon. May meeting ako sa labas. Tapos pagbalik ko, talagang may nakatakip na platito, tapos may 2 pirasong bacon. Sabi ko, wow. Nung kinagat ko, sobrang sarap. Tapos, kumbaga, hating gabi na crispy pa rin. So, imagine na lang nung umaga, di ba? Sobrang crispy siya. So, sabi ko sa ano ko, wow, thanks guys ha. Tiniis nyo yun na hindi nyo kinain yung last 2 pieces of bacon. Parang, ang lakas ko sa inyo. Parang, yung gano'n, yung, like, mababaw lang ako, promise. As in, like a small drawing, a small note, a small piece of food. These things light me up. And it's not that I'm expecting, ha. Like, it's not that I'm expecting anything from them. Kasi for me, kahit kunyari mag-joke ako, natawa sila, masaya na ako eh. Tara gano'n. Yun, kumbaga buo na yung araw ko noon, napatawa ko yung mga anak ko.
Galing naman. Excited ako na mag-dive in ka pa dyan later, Coach. Kasi I know it took a lot of practice to get where you are na, yun nga, yun the better happy, na na-appreciate mo na lahat ng little things. Pero may question muna ako, Coach. As
Sige.
let's say, as a happiness coach and as a dad, pwedeng separate answer to. Ano
Okay.
yung para sa'yo na hindi pwedeng i-sacrifice kahit na busy ka sa trabaho?
Hinding pwedeng i-sacrifice kahit na busy sa trabaho. Ang dami. Parang ako, anda kami nun. It's not it's not like a one thing. Because humans are complex organisms. There's various areas of well-being. May physical, may spiritual, may emotional, may mental. Diba? And if you talk about, there's also relationship, there's also career fulfillment. So, I think you were in this class, parang in-explain ko yung different models of happiness na, so there's this, si Harvard scientist Tal Ben-Shahar, meron siyang SPIRE model, 5 elements. Si Gallup Consulting Group, meron din siya, research-based din, 5 elements. So actually, pag sinamarize mo lahat ng areas of happiness, or sino to? Nandito sa harap yung libro niya. Ayan, buti na lang, nandito sa harap yung libro niya. Si Dr. Martin Seligman, o yung parang, I like to call him the father of happiness science, pioneer. Meron din siyang 5 elements of happiness na naging 6 per ma-H. So, pag sinamarize mo lahat ng elements of happiness, baka 15 yun. Baka 16. Gets? And to ask na, what's the one thing na hindi mo pwedeng ma-miss, ganon, that's like saying, kung papipiliin ka sa mga daliri mo, alin yung okay, yung hindi pwedeng maputol. Di ba? Parang hindi, kailangan ko lahat
Sobrang
to.
valid.
Gago, parang ano ka ba? Parang huwag galawin to. Do you get what I'm saying? So like just from a physical health perspective, you can't skip sleep. Mamamatay ka. Magiging masungit kang magulang pag wala kang tulog.
Mm-hmm.
Di ba? From a marriage perspective, you can't skip deep and intimate conversations with your spouse. Hindi pwedeng purong ang pag-uusapan nyo yung bayarin, yung enrollment ng mga anak, yung mga gano'n. Kailangan merong about you and me. Kamusta ka na? Anong pinagdadaanan mo? Anong mahalaga sa'yo? Speaking of conversations, you can't skip conversations with your children. If you're of any type of denomination or faith, you can't skip prayer. Kung hindi man prayer, it's meditation. It's your quiet time to connect with the larger being or a larger universe. Can't skip that. Diba? Yung career, you can't skip doing something that makes the world a better place or that allows you to use your strengths. Gets? Yung flow, yung science of flow. You can't skip hindi rin yung libro ng flow. You can't skip something that lights you up. Na do something that makes you forget the world. Kunyari, kung baker ka, mag-bake ka. Diba? Naalala mo, Erica, diba? Ito yung one of the, parang the lessons on energy management. Diba? So, I apologize for seeming to evade the question, pero like if you want to live a happy and fulfilling life, like as a father or just as a fulfilled human being, yung tao na masayang nasa mundo siya. Parang gano'n. Yung feeling niya may patutunguhan siya. There's so many things that you can skip. Like exercise. Hindi yan pwede i-skip. You cannot show me someone who doesn't move their body, who is totally happy, completely happy. No, hindi. Like wala kayong may papakita sa akin. Unless yung talagang bedridden siya na yung hindi siya able like because of a disability. Pero yung ayaw lang talaga gumalaw, that's gonna affect your physiology eh. It's gonna affect your hormones as well. 'Di ba? So doon pa lang like positive engagement, relationships, 'di ba? Connection to human beings, like having a friend. You can't skip that. Like talking to a good friend kahit 8 minutes every 6 months. Ganun lang, 8 minutes every 6 months. Talking to a good friend, like yung best friend in the world mo, or yung kababata mo, yung mga ganyan, or yung pinsan mo na sobrang ka-close, mga ganyan. Just doing that. Don't skip that because relationships is an important part of mental health. So, ayoko. Para I refuse to answer na what's the one thing. Ang daming bagay na kailangan gawin to be a fulfilled and happy human being. Pero hindi naman siya complicated. Kumbaga parang pag nilista mo lang naman yung mga habits, ano ba naman yung kausapin mo ng asawa mo once a week? Di ba? Kausapin mo yung anak mo once a week. Hindi siya toxic. Baka yung mga nagsabi, ano ba yan? Si coach, ginagawang komplikado yung buhay. Hindi, ang simple nga lang ng buhay. Kausapin mo lang asawa once a week. Mag-sorry ka pag nagkamali ka. Mag-I love you ka pag kinikilig ka. Di ba? Mag-thank you ka pag may itinulong sa'yo. Di ba? Yung ganun, sobrang like, it's simple. We usually just miss out on the consistency or making the extra effort. Parang gano'n. Pero kung sa komplikado ba siya o hindi, simple lang. Sana nakatulong yung sagot ko sa lahat ng mga listeners. Feel free to bash me on my social media. Pero intindihin nyo lang po na nandito ako upang makatulong. Like, this is who I am and ganito na ako if you come to my house and you drink with me or nagkita tayo sa isang event. Hindi ako nagpapanggap. Ganito ako sa totoong buhay na ano.
Sobrang valid naman ng answer mo, coach. Kasi, naintindihan ka namin, coach, bakit hindi ka makasagot ng isa. Kasi ipinag-aralan mo yung science of happiness. So, for you to just handpick one na medyo bias is, ang hirap kasi you always back it up with scientific research, which is super duper valid considering yung profession mo. And then dito, narinig mo ba yung Jebel? Sabi kahit daw busy sa trabaho, social life, labas-labas
Ben?
ng bahay.
Pilay lang ako ngayon. Pilay lang.
Para baka totohanin mo yung 8 minutes lang in 6 months, ha? Di mo na kami kausapin.
Ay, kausap ko kayo.
So, eto kasi si Jebel, Coach Jalvi, sobrang workaholic nito. Diyos ko, kahit weekend, although happy siya doon kasi, happy siya na nag-work. Pero at the same time, sinasabihan namin siya ni Erica na live a little, na alam ko you enjoy working, pero baka kasi mamaya kapag dumating yung time na matanda ka na or malapit ka ng madeds or napunta sa peligro yung buhay mo, maiisip mo na sana ina-enjoy ko yung buhay ko nang hindi lang ako nagtatrabaho. Kasi there's so many things to do in life. Like yun nga, yung nasabi mo, nakausapin mo yung mga kaibigan mo, matulog ka, ganyan. Although, hindi naman siya kulang sa tulog. Pero yung bang lumabas ka, parang mag-invest ka sa experiences, hindi mo kailangan mahal, pero yung feeling lang na nakakalabas ka, may nagagawa ka. Tapos may identity ka outside work. So, ayun, coach. Sa segment 3, si Erica na dito, pero I will ask the first question muna. So, dito, coach, meron ka bang biggest, let's say, as a dad to, coach, hindi as a happiness coach. As a dad.
As a father.
Yes, as a father. Ano yung biggest dad flex mo na gusto mo ipagmalaki siya sa anak mo balang araw?
Wait, ulit, dad flex? Ibig sabihin, ipapagmalaki ko yung pagiging tatay ko sa anak ko? O ipapagmalaki ko yung tatay ko sa ibang, yung anak ko sa ibang tao?
Hindi.
Ano, what do you mean by dad flex? Kasi for me, dad flex is piniflex ko yung mga anak ko dahil sobrang bait nila. Parang gano'n. Yan yung definition ko ng dad flex.
More on dad flex na, for example, dahil nakita nila sa'yo, they follow that and you can flex that
Oo,
na
sa akin yung nakuha yan. Yung gano'n.
yes, that's the point.
Okay. Gets ko na. Ano siguro? Dad flex? Torn ako. Parang it's either taste sa food or sense of humor.
Gusto ko yung sense of humor. Ang hirap manahin yan and ang hirap niyang aralin.
Oo, yung mga anak ko ngayon, minsan tumatiming na ng punchline. Sabi ko, wait yun na. Parang gano'n yun. Natuto ako sa
Matalino
kanila.
kasi, be. Pang matalino talaga siya. Humor.
Oo, pang matalino yung sense of humor. Parang, ang hirap niyang aralin kasi it doesn't come naturally most times. So, more on sa mga gifted people talaga. Tapos na-enhance lang nila through experience. Buti naman na nila yon Coach Jalby, feeling ko ang ingay ng dinner table nyo.
Oo. Maingay dito sa, magulo, maingay dito sa bahay. Yung makwento yung mga bata. Tsaka ma-joke sila. Tsaka makanta. They like to sing.
Ang cute. Curious ako, Coach. Anong favorite, dinner nyo?
Wala. Tinatry
Wala.
namin iba-ibahin eh.
Ah,
Parang ganun. Kung may Sunday meal together, yung special na meal, iba-iba talaga siya. Parang minsan burger, minsan pizza, minsan like nung Sunday, kare-kare, tsaka binagoongan, minsan Japanese. Parang ganun. Walang favorite. Kung may binabalik-balikan, ano ba? Wala talaga. Wala talaga. Ako lang biased ako sa pizza kasi may buy one take one. Alam mo, parang mas sulit. Talaga. At saka I've been a pizza lover since forever. Pero kasi bunso ko hindi kumakain ng pizza eh. So parang pag siya yung pipili ng ulam, definitely hindi pizza yung pipiliin niya. Kasi yun nga, mahilig kami kumain. So mahilig kami mag-try. Yung kaya sa kalsada kami, parang masarap doon Sige, doon tayo kumain next week. Parang gano'n. Yung mahilig kami mag-try ng bagong food.
That's very nice. So, ibig sabihin, hindi sila maarte sa food. Adventurous eater din sila.
Mapapaubo ako dyan sa sinabi mo. Meron silang kanya-kanyang arte. Tsaka depende sa age. Depende sa age. So ngayon, yung bunso, medyo struggle para pakainin ng gulay tsaka prutas. But I see na nag-effort talaga siya. Yung talaga, yung parang, dahil inutos sa akin to ni Papa, may pilitin ko kainin to. Yung gano'n yung mangyak-ngyak na siya. Parang diring-diri na siya pero pinipilit niya. Ganun. Nakikita ko yung effort so in-acknowledge ko. Thank you. Sige, okay na isang subo anak. Nag-try ka. I acknowledge your effort. Salamat. Parang gano'n yung
Oh my gosh, naalala ko yung bunso namin. Kasi meron kaming 7-year age gap nung bunso. So, tapos nung naghiwalay yung parents ko, syempre ako yung nag-alaga dun sa bunso. Nakakatawa kasi, looking back, nakakatawa siya kasi parang sabi ng papa ko, akala mo pinapakain ng lason pag pinapakain ng gulay.
Oo, so parang i-disclaim ko lang yung sinabi mong adventurous sila sa food. In a way, yes. In a way, hindi rin. Parang minsan mahirap pakainin. Pero I mean, normal naman siya. And again, in terms of the mimetics and monkey see, monkey do. Like they do what you do, not what you say. Ang ginagawa ko doon, like I-advise ang parents, do some theatrics. Like kunyari, kung gusto nyo halimbawa lang, kung gusto niyo yung anak niyo na hindi anxious about making mistakes, be theatrical about yourself making mistakes. Lagyan mo ng talagang acting na, nakalimutan na naman ni Papa yung water bottle. Sorry, wala tayong drinking water ngayon. Si Papa talaga. Next time, gagawin ko na pasensya na kayo ha. Ako may kasalanan. Gets, yung may acting talaga. So ngayon, alam ng mga bata na hate ko yung ampalaya. Pero rules din namin sa bahay na as much as you can, every meal may isang serving ka ng gulay. So minsan pag yung gulay namin ginisang ampalaya, parang dinidemo ko talaga sa kanila, oh guys, tingnan nyo ha, tapos kukuha talaga ako ng isang bowl, Diyos ko, tapos yung amoy pa lang, alam mo, masusuka na ako. Yung gano'n, yun, tapos pala, oh, tingnan nyo guys ha, alam nyong hate na hate ni Papa tong ampalaya, uunahin ko to, uubusin ko to isang bowl ha, para pakita sa inyo na ano, hindi kailangan gawin yung madali, gawin nyo yung tama. Parang
Mhm.
ina-explain ko sa kanila na gano'n, kasi ang tama sa atin, kumain ng gulay. Para gano'n, kailangan
Mhm.
natin ng micronutrients. Di ba? Hindi pwedeng puro prito lang tsaka kanin araw-araw. So
Mhm.
yun yung tama. So ako, promise, nahihirapan ako dito, unahin ko to. Parang gano'n, I put explanation, theatrics, sa talagang pag, pero yung ngiwi ko, hindi acting yun. Talagang pag kumain ako, pala, yung kung ano-anong mukha yung nangyayari, mga gano'n. Kaya ngayon, yung bunso din, parang pinipilit na rin yung, kasi, because that's what I modeled, na, through action, not just words. 'Di ba? Kasi that's the best way to get them to do something eh. Hindi yung pagagalitan mo, threaten mo na, bawal ka mag-tablet ng isang linggo pag di mo ginawa yung ano, ako ang batas dito, ako masusunod. Parang gano'n, kahit anong sigaw mo or gano'n. Best thing talaga is to show them the benefit and show a good example. So
Mhm.
siguro kaya sila adventurous sa food kasi kung ano rin tinitikman ko.
Mhm. Yeah, kumbaga na-demo na sa kanila kung paano
Oo,
ka
tsaka na-demo na rin sa kanila yung suffering ko sa Ampalaya. So,
that's very brave nga 'no?
ayoko talaga siya, promise. As in, so, sorry sa mga mahilig sa ampalaya. I'm just, kinikwento ko lang yung personal taste ko. Parang, like, ayoko talaga sa kanya. So, parang pilit na pilit tuloy akong kainin siya. Like, generally gusto ko ng gulay. So, parang happy ako i-demo sa mga anak ko. Oh, tingnan, dami-dami kong kangkong, di ba? Parang gano'n. Pero yung pag-ampalaya yung ulam, o, tingnan nyo, guys. Tingnan nyo, mahalaga yung gulay, di ba, guys? Iba yung mood ng demo ko kapag ampalaya yung yung ano. But yeah, let's still try my best to lead by example.
Feeling ko 'pag nakikita nila na kumakain ka ng ampalaya, tumatawa sila ng malakas.
Natawa-tawa talaga sila. So, patas para ako, ano kayo, ano kayo. Tapos mga katwiran yan. Ba't pa? Di ba sabi mo, fruits or vegetables? So, bilang, oh, meron akong mansana. Sige, bahala ka dyan. Mag-ampalaya ka ako, nakamansana. So, para ko lang yato, ah. Oh, yun naman yung ano namin, yun yung parang leeway na kung ayaw mo nung gulay sa pagkainan, at least magprutas ka kasi mahalaga yung healthy, yung parang balanced yung diet mo.
Maganda 'yan, coach. Kasi nung bata ako, akala ko talaga normal na kumakain ng gulay yung tao. Akala ko yun yung normal na mahilig lahat kumain ng gulay at saka ng prutas. Nagulat na lang ako nung high school na ako, kasi dun ako mas may awareness na nung high school na ako, nagtataka ako ba't yung mga kaklase ko ayaw nila ng gulay. So, kasi 'di ba elementary more on baon-baon pa. Pero nung high school parang more on sa canteen na kumakain. Tapos wala masyadong gulay and then nakikita ko puro karne nga yung kinakain nila. Tapos sinasabi nila, "Ew, gulay, yak." Mga gano'n. Tapos sabi ko sa papa ko, "Pa,
Saka
bakit?"
nag-school social ng mga klase mo, ha?
Hindi, public public school lang yun, ewan ko ba't mga feeling mayaman
Ew, gulay, yak.
yung gulay, ta's ako gustong-gusto ko yung gulay kasi I mean bukod kasi sa bata pa lang ako matakaw na talaga ako, mahilig talaga ako kumain. Yung parents ko talagang tinrain akong kumain ng gulay. Kumbaga nag-effort sila na pakainin ako ng gulay. Pero hindi gano'n ka-struggle compare dun sa bunso namin. Pero yun nga, nakatulong na matakaw ako. Pero still, kumbaga yung mga tinuturo talaga sa bata nadadala din talaga nila pagtanda. Kasi hanggang sa nag-high school ako, kahit na napaligiran ako ng mga hindi kumakain ng gulay, kumakain pa rin ako ng gulay. And I still find it delicious kasi nga bata pa lang ako, pinapakain ako ng gulay, na-appreciate ko yung lasa nila. Parang ano nga, umay nga coach kapag ano, walang gulay. 'Pag let's say everyday karne, parang nasusuka na ako. Hindi ko kaya ng puro karne.
Ganyan yung asawa ko. Hindi pwedeng may meal na walang gulay. So, sa
Hmm,
kanya nang galing yung rule na yun actually. Pero
ah.
I agree naman. Kumbaga, agree naman ako.
Ay, ang galing. Ang balance pala talaga kayo. Ayun, Erica
Oo.
is back na, coach. Siya na yung magtatanong ng
Hi.
second question.
Hi. Sobrang thank you. Thank you for taking over. Meron lang ganap. Pero yon anyway, so nakikinig lang ako kanina. Sobrang nag-agree ako dun sa sinabi ni Lane na yung mga na-interview namin, parang ang suswerte ng mga anak. Parang, parang, nung ano, siguro, I mean, yung generation kasi ninyo, pati yung sa amin, medyo close lang eh. So parang in terms of experiences with growing up, medyo similar siya. And therefore, yung learnings, experiences, parang yun yung either kino-correct natin or ina-adapt natin moving forward, which leads to like having parang a better like home environment for our kids moving forward. Tapos, ayun, gusto ko rin yung sinabi niyo, coach, na mahirap maging magulang, but worth it siya. It's a lot of work, but it's something na we would all parang find value in moving forward. So yeah, I mean, for the next question para sa'yo, Coach Jalvi, paano mo gustong ma-appreciate ka ng family mo?
Paano ko gustong ma-appreciate ng family ko? Parang nasabi ko na kanina. But I mean, like, an outright thank you is nice. And that's not just me. Babalikan na naman ng science no? But kasi iba kasi yung happiness na makukuha mo if someone gives you a genuine thank you. So, yung mag-thank you lang sila is okay na. And gusto ko na pinagluluto. Gusto ko talaga. Kasi yung mga paborito ko kayang gawin ng mga kamag-anak ko. So, favorite ko yung chicken pot pie. Tapos nung yung asawa ko, nag-aaral siya magluto. Ang una niyang inaral, chicken pot pie. Pero hindi niya alam paano yun yung favorite ko
Nice.
sa mga lutong bahay. Kasi ang impression niya sa akin, parang gusto ko lang pizza, cheeseburger, parang gano'n.
Mhm.
So nung natuto siya magluto, parang, di pwede yung linggo-lingguhin tong chicken pot pie. Matrabaho
Linggo-linggo.
lang kasi may pie crust na yung maraming masa, fold. So I like it like when my family cooks for me. Kasi like, for example, my daughter bakes really well. She's won an award
Oh,
in an
nice.
international baking competition. So, gusto kong pagluto niya ako ng cookies. Tapos just very recently, this summer lang, nag-summer class siya. Marunong na siya gumawa ng Sylvanas. So,
Grabe.
yes, di
Kaya
ba?
naman dyan, daming food
Uh,
siguro.
so it's a little thing. It's just a little, pero malaking happiness. Ako parang, yung effort lang. Parang yung effort. Kasi syempre, iba-iba sila ng level ng pagkaintindi. The 6-year-old is different from the 12-year-old. Di ba? Na, ewan ko, mababaw lang ako eh. Yung pagtimpla mo lang ako ng iced tea, parang, oh, sweet mo naman. Ano, gano'n, yung kinikilig na ako. Parang mababaw lang kaligayahan ko. So yun, food, drink, masahe, parang physical lambing, hagod-hagod, mga ganun. Kasi lumaki ako na malambing din yung mami ko, mga tita, mga ninang ko, parang ganun. So parang yun for me yung naka-attach yung idea of affection sa akin sa physical na lambing. Hagod-hagod, ganyan. So malambing din yung mga anak ko. Ano pa ba? Siguro kung merong something in the future, ang gusto ko is yung hindi ako kinakahiya ng anak ko. Yung proud sila na i-post selfie with my papa, nandito kami sa mall ngayon. Parang ganyan. Yung proud sila na ito yung papa ko. Parang ganyan. And that's actually on my, oh, it's here. They have a vision paper here. Hindi nata makikita. Pero gumagawa ako ng mga, ito yan, nakita niyo yung papel sa dulo ng
Mhm.
screen.
Yeah.
Hindi ko natatanggalin, baka hindi ko mabalik. Um, like, part of yung like how I envision myself, yung mga 5-year vision is that my children are proud to introduce me to their friends.
Aw.
Because I was like that with my grandparents and I was like that with my parents. Yung sobra akong proud. Ay, daddy ko, cool yan. Di ba, parang lolo ko, parang yung, and I want to have that. So, actually, my daughter is already of age dahil 12 years old na siya, may barkada na siya. Parang ganun. Pero medyo kinakahiya niya ako. Pero mahihain lang siya as a person. So I'm still waiting for that proud introduction na, guys, meet my papa. Parang this,
Hmm.
hindi naman requirement. Bri, nakikinig ka ba? Nandiyan ka ba sa kabilang kwarto? Hindi naman siya requirement, but since you asked parang what would be something that I would be so grateful or appreciate, that's something that I would really, really appreciate. Yung i-flex ka.
Mm.
Yeah. Ang
Oo,
ganda
yung i-flex ka.
nun.
Oo. And I don't care what type of flex. Like, parang pag in-introduce sila ako, oh, look at my papa, he can eat 12 slices of pizza. Parang kahit ganun yung flex, okay lang sa akin. Alam mo yun, basta proud lang sila sa akin.
Oo. Sobrang little thing niya in a way, pero actually, malaki yung impact niya eh. And it helps with, in terms of validation na parang nagawa mo yung role mo well as a father figure to them. Na proud sila like to introduce you with friends, ganyan.
Oo.
'Di ba? It's just nakakatuwa talaga.
Kahit covert, like, a covert flex is okay for me. Kasi overt yung, this is my
Yeah.
father, or ito mo social. But a covert flex is, kahit teenager ka na, naglalakad tayo sa mall, naka-holding hands tayo, okay lang.
Mm.
Di ba? Parang it's not loud, but
Yeah.
it's silently saying I'm proud of my dad and I love my dad.
Yeah.
Di
Kasi
ba? Kasi
minsan
yung
pa
lolo ko
yung
ganon.
nahihiya
Yung
eh.
lolo ko ganon. As in, imagine niyo payat ako pero medyo batak ako nung high school kasi nasa varsity ako. Ping pong lang naman. Para gano'n. So, pero mga gano'n, 16 years old. Tapos, nasa Mega Mall. Kasi minsan nagde-date kami ng lolo ko. Magka-holding hands kami, ha. Walang
Wow.
pakialam. Yung lolo ko may bigote. Tapos, alam mo yun, yung parang wala kaming pakialam sa ideas of what masculinity should be. Na ang tunay na lalaki, hindi nag-holding hands, mga gano'n. I don't care. Basta I'm proud that that's my lolo and he's proud that I'm his apo.
Oh,
'Di
pero
ba?
ang
So for
sweet,
me that
thoughtful.
overt flex is ano. I'm not saying na dapat to be a good father holding hands. That's not what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Kasi
yeah.
ang tanong niyo ako, 'di ba? That's my answer. That's my answer. Kasi again, iba-iba tayo ng trip, 'di ba?
Yes.
Some parents like playing music with their children. 'Di ba? So or kunyari, kung nagluluto nga yung anak mo, basta gamitin lang yung recipe mo kahit di ka i-credit. Happy ka na alam mo, oy, alam ng anak ko yung recipe ko. Yung mga ganun. So for me,
Mm.
it's the flex. I really like it when my kids flex me as their dad. So kwento ko lang. Okay lang mo magkwento.
Sure, go. Go
Nag-career
lang.
day yung bunso ko. This past school year, bakasyon na sila ngayon eh. This past school year, nag-career day sila. So yung what do you wanna be when you grow up? Sabi niya,
Okay.
kasi gagawan sila ng costume para
Yeah.
sa career day, di ba? Naka-costume ka, naka-dress up like a doctor, like a policeman, astronaut, ganyan. Sabi niya, ang happiness coach. So di alam, Miss coaches dress up. Parang inisip niya, maybe a turtleneck kasi naka-turtleneck ako palagi kapag nag-seminar. Di ba? Pero yun, sobra akong kinilig doon kasi that says something about what I do and how I do it. Na my son wants to be that when he grows up. So, but I mean, skip to the ending. Hindi siya makaisip ng costume na maintindihan ng mga kaklase niya na happiness coach ako. Sige na nga, pianist na lang. So, siya parang tuxedo na, tas may malaking illustration board na piano para makita mo na pianist siya. Pero ang first choice niya is happiness coach. So for me, that's an example of like the flex. Like I want them to, or hindi naman I want them. That's too needy. Pero I appreciate it. It makes me happy when I see that I have an impact in their lives. Parang ganon. Hindi ko siya i-demand. I'm not gonna demand it of them. No, yung i-post mo naman yung picture natin dalawa. Like I'm not gonna demand it of them. Kumbaga ko yung tanong lang, ano yung kikiligin ako pag mangyari siya.
Yes.
Pero mahal na mahal ko pa rin yung mga anak ko pag hindi nila ginawa yun.
Okay. Sobrang interesting kasi parang nung may interview din kami nung Mother's Day, I think si Coach Tish ata yun, na ang na-share niya din yung ganyan na parang yun yung isa sa magiging proud siya when marinig niya from her kids na parang they want to be like kung ano yung ginagawa niya or parang how she leads her life. Kasi ibig sabihin na set niyang good example na something na like her kids would admire. And parang ano din siya nag-leave ka rin ng good impression. That's why your kids actually want to follow your footsteps. So, yeah. So, sobrang ganda. So yun, curious kami coach, sa tingin mo, from your experience, ano yung hinding-hindi mong gusto maranasan ng anak mo as they grow up and why?
Wala naman siya sa experience ko, pero nangyari with many friends and family members. But I don't want them to, either of them, to sire a child before marriage.
Mm.
So whether yung lalaki o babae, ayokong magkaanak before marriage. Alam kong wala yun sa control ko because they have free will, di ba? Parang hindi mo naman sila pwede ikadena sa bahay, parang ganon. So wala siya sa control ko. But ako given a choice. At the same time, I just wanted to acknowledge everyone who's listening na ganun, like teenage pregnancy, unplanned pregnancy, or single mom, single dads, kasi sobrang saludo ako. And dahil nga marami akong family members na ganun, alam ko rin yung struggle na magpalaki ng anak mag-isa or magpalaki ng anak na ikaw mismo hindi ka pa nakakatapos. Di ba? Parang ganun. I don't want my children to experience that. Nag-iisip ako Pero parang may mas worse pala. Parang kasi for my daughter, ayoko nang binubugbog ng asawa. Like domestic violence.
Yeah.
So,
Medyo extreme na, no?
Oo, medyo
Pero
extreme.
yeah.
Pero ako parang
But yeah.
sana. Kasi hindi ko, it would break my heart. Na parang
Yes.
ganun to, if those things happen. And I don't want to think of a clever answer na ikakabig ko to happiness coaching or ganun. Parang yun talaga Like those are the first two answers that I think of na. What are the things na as much as possible I want to avoid my children to experience. At the same time, I'm a firm believer na walang baluktot na hindi na itutuwid ng Diyos. I believe that na walang there's no situation that cannot be made anew, cannot be reformed. There's always room for change. So even if you come from a broken family, even if we're saying, 'di ba, na parang ay swerte naman ng mga na-interview namin, yung mga anak nila, lahat ng anak maswerte. Lahat.
Which is also
Kasi
true.
kung ano man yung magulang mo, God is writing a story for you. Maybe that was chapter 1, chapter 2 for you to make a better life. Parang ganon. So binibigyan ko lang kayo ng disclaimer na I'm not saying na the world will end if these things happen to my children. I believe na whatever it is, because we are raising them well, they can handle it. And because that is simply how the human being is made, there's always a second chance if you believe in yourself. There's always a better life if you work on yourself. And if you hope for it. Parang okay lang. Hindi ako magpapanik if something crazy happens to my kids.
Yeah. Sobrang ganda. Saka parang sobrang natural din for parents na they want what's best for their kids. And therefore, of course, yung mga kahit sabi natin extreme or mga negative na parang experiences, not only personal but nakikita natin hindi magiging okay or magiging mahirap para sa mga anak is, of course, for parents, hindi kaya ng heart ba na parang na mapunta doon, 'di ba? Kasi pinalaki mo yan, tinuruan mo yan, binigay mo whatever love and care and effort that you can give, tapos biglang magiging challenge in terms of life. So yun. Yeah. So next question, Coach Jalvi. Sa tingin mo, ano dapat yung qualities na hahanapin ng mga anak mo sa future mapapangasawa nila? So medyo na to, medyo different future take na.
Hanapin kung ano rin yung hinahanap ko sa napangasawa ko. So I met my wife in a retreat and I prayed na parang beginning of the year retreat. Tapos parang and I prayed na sana this year you let me meet a woman with, remember I was in my 20s 27, 26 na. Hindi na ako naghahanap ng chicks. Parang gano'n. Kumbaga parang pang forever na yung hanap ko.
Na.
Oo, sabi ko, please let me meet a woman with grace. Someone who cares for others, has empathy, may malasakit sa iba. Na gusto may naiaambag siya sa mundo, hindi yung selfish lang na I just want all these luxury items, I just want all these vacations, and yung may gusto rin namang makatulong sa iba. Parang ganun. It can be both I'm not saying na hindi luxurious, pero yung both gusto niya ng good life, pero nakakatulong din sa iba and concerned about the needs of others. And the funny thing is, I was praying it for the year. I met her within that retreat mismo. parang,
Ang bilis
parang,
ng delivery.
parang sabi ni God, 24 hours or it's free. Parang, di ba? Parang ganun. Ito na agad, anak. Hindi mo hinihingi kasi eh. Parang ganun. Ikaw, inaantay lang kitang humingi. So that's actually, nagkwento muna bago sumagot eh. Wala lang. Di ba? I want my kids to meet someone like that also. Someone with empathy, someone na may malasakit, yung kindness, yung mahal yung sarili pero hindi inuuna yung sarili. Parang or inuuna yung sarili para mali. Mahal yung sarili pero hindi lang sarili ang iniisip. I think that's the best way to put it. Kasi minsan kailangan mong unahin yung sarili mo so that you can serve others better.
Yes.
So yun like someone with that, someone wise, someone a kind, someone God-fearing. That's what I would like for my kids. Yung may konsensya. Honest sana. Parang ganun. Anak, nakikinig ka ba? So parang pakilista. Yun yung gusto ko for them. And regardless of the gender ha. So meron ako
Yes.
isang girl and 3 boys. Sandali Father's Day podcast, di ko inintroduce yung mga anak ko. So I have a 12-year-old girl, a 10-year-old boy, an 8-year-old boy, and a 6-year-old boy.
Parang
Yeah.
teenagers na pala.
Oo. So I like whether male or female, ganun pa rin. May
Yes.
malasakit, may integrity, gustong makaambag sa mundo, hindi yung sarili lang ang iniisip. Respects them.
Yeah.
And someone who's open to learning.
Yeah, sobrang big
For
nun.
me, very important yung open to learning. Kasi lalo na if you grew up around bad parenting patterns
Yeah.
and you have a fixed mindset, hindi the opposite of growth mindset, you believe na ganito na talaga ako eh. Masungit talaga ako eh, kaya susungitan ko yung mga anak ko. Di ba? Parang gano'n, yung
Yes.
wala na akong magagawa. Yung
Naging
gano'n.
reason yung experience kasi.
Oo, ginagawang dahilan to operate on the default mode.
Yeah.
Parang gano'n. O factory settings. Kumbaga, na hindi mo alam, hindi, pwede mo naman i-modify yan eh. Parang gano'n. So I want someone who's also open to learning. And sa mga nakikinig dito na single, yan. Wow, si Jebel na. Tumaas
Nagtaas ba
yung
siyang
kilay ni
kamay?
Jebel. Oo, I would venture to say ganun din sana yung hanapin nyo.
Yeah.
Parang ganun. Kasi you don't need to have the same hobbies or the same interests. Hindi talaga. Pero love is a choice. And pag mahal nyo yung isa't isa, you choose to love each other in the spirit of everything that I said. Kindness and hope and empathy and being open to change, being open to becoming a better self. That's where the fruitfulest and most fulfilling relationships come from.
Sobrang ganda. Saka kasi parang minsan individually we focus to develop, mag-self-development, ganyan, mag-improve, mag-grow. Pero kasi minsan din pag part ka na ng relationship, ibang growth din yung kailangan mo to go in moving forward regarding nun eh. Parang ibang klaseng growth, you also live with another person, you adjust, you compromise. So parang, yeah, sobrang important to like choose someone na very reliable, honest. Also, may belief din kay God, kung yun ang ano natin. Tapos, yeah, saka someone who respects you. Sobrang important din.
And since we're on the topic of growth, it should be someone who allows you to grow as well.
Yes.
Parang kunyari, if you're in the relationship and then, we're growing as a couple, pero dahil sa kanya, nag-stop yung professional growth mo or nag-stop yung spiritual growth mo or nag-stop yung family growth mo, biglang hindi mo na minimit yung mga relatives mo dahil puro sa kanya na lang. That for me, that's a red flag. Like a good relationship is someone who helps you to flourish in all areas.
Yeah, sobrang agree. Kinilabutan ako. Pero yun.
Feeling ko kailangan kong mag-attend ng retreat next year.
Ay.
In fairness, natawa ko dun sa ginawa ni Coach kasi pinagdasal niya. Marami kasi nagdadasal. Tapos pag nandyan na, hindi nag-e-effort, hindi consistent. So si Coach, he really worked on it. So deserve niya. Deserve niya yung wife niya.
Yes.
Actually, si God literal eh. Kasi Sabi ko, I prayed for a woman with grace. That was my exact prayer. Paulit-ulit ko sinasabi, please give me a woman with grace. Please give me a woman
Okay.
with grace.
Pangalan niya
Ah,
Grace, Char.
hindi.
Okay, akala ko.
Ang una kong na-meet, yung mommy niya. So ngayon, my mother-in-law,
Okay.
Oh.
whose name is Grace.
Ayan
Ay,
sinasabi
ang
nila,
galing!
maging specific daw sa prayer kasi minsan
Sobrang
literal.
specific di ba?
Mga ilang months mo yung dinasal, coach?
Ilan? Mga 2, 3, parang gano'n. Basta yun lang intention.
Oh!
Woman with
Yun yung
grace.
intention na nilift
Mother
up ko.
niya. Ang galing.
Bridge of incidents.
Tapos,
Oo.
coach,
Hindi ko naman
nasa,
sinasabi na ganun sa lahat. No? Ganun. I'm not saying that.
nasa personal development era mo din nun, coach. I mean, like, yung nag improve ka din nun as you pray kay Lord.
Mm, Nag-iisip ako Kasi,
Sige, recap.
hindi nga I would say I'm in the personal development era when I was more conscious about it.
Mm, I see.
Parang, to be honest nung time na yun, parang reactive lang ako. Or parang kung ano lang yung kailangan.
Mhm.
Di ba? Kailangan ko na makamit ng someone. Ito na yung hingin, ito na yung hanapin ko. Kailangan ko na ng higher paying job. Ito na yung hanapin ko. Parang ganun. So parang to be honest, I wasn't so mindful about planning my life during that time. But the ideal thing would have been personal development is lifelong.
Mhm.
Since simula teenager ka, develop yourself. Hanggang 20s, develop yourself. There's always something new to learn. There's always a better you come the next sunrise as long as you're mindful of it. So, yun yung medyo sablay ko. Parang I wasn't mindful during those times na parang I was living life day by day na hindi malinaw yung idea of the type of person I wanted to be. Parang hindi siya masyadong purposeful. Yung basta mabait lang ako, nag-aambag ako sa bahay, may mga natutulungan ako, parang gano'n, okay na ako. So, may kulang lang ng konti na life of purpose.
Mhm.
Parang gano'n. So, that wasn't the personal development area. Parang kailangan ko lang talaga ng love life. So, like, let's call a spade. That wasn't the personal development era. But I invite everyone, whatever age, simulan nyo na yung personal development era.
Mhm.
Yes.
Figure out how you can be better. Pwedeng physically, mas fit. Pwedeng relationship, pwedeng spiritually, pwedeng career growth, like learning a new skill, mga ganon. Or soft skills, like being a better public speaker, or life skills, like being a more patient kausap, a good listener, mga ganon. Like, there's something that you can develop. Tas nakaka-excite if you see how that affects you, 'di ba? Lay, parang 5 years from now, how that makes you into a better person. Parang iba ka. Dapat 5 years from now, kung naabot mo yung pangarap mo, iba ka na. Like what got you here won't get you there to the better life that you want. So, your whole life should be the personal development era.
Mhm.
Ano?
Ang galing. Hindi ako maka-move on dun sa fact na pinagdasal niya, tas niya, naging consistent pa din siya. So, yung effort dun sa part na yun. Para siyang si Coach Mark, Coach Mark Allen. Kasi nakwento nila nung Valentine special namin na jowang-jowa daw si Coach Mark no, nung na-meet niya si Hannah.
Hindi ko narinig tong story. Panoorin ko ang episode na yun.
Pero kahit na jowang-jowa siya nun, kasi 'di ba marami naman kasing jowang-jowa, pero pag nandyan, parang gusto nila sila pa yung i-Disney princess treatment. Pero yung dalawang yon, college sila nun, ang nagustuhan ko, very consistent daw si Coach Mark. Kahit na ang layo nung binabiyahe niya, ilang oras, every week, kahit wala siyang pera, pinupuntahan talaga niya dun sa bahay para ligawan. So, yung, yeah,
Nakakakilig.
kaya ang
Na-message nga si Mark.
galing. Ang galing lang kasi kahit wala ka pa sa personal development era, yung when you want something, ini-envision mo na talaga siya dati pa. Even yung dun sa yung having kids, na alam mo, sabi mo kanina, iniisip mo na agad, will they be like this? Will we bond like this if I have kids? Tapos ganun din nung minamanifest mo yung wife mo. You're praying, tas kumbaga parang na-envision mo na-amaze lang ako. Kasi yun din yung tinuturo mo dun sa program mo eh. Na you imagine yourself in that situation and how do
Yeah,
you feel.
agree.
Mm.
Disclaimer lang. Dami kong disclaimer eh, no? Yun yata yung teaching style ko, disclaimers.
Puro
Ah,
disclaimer.
kasi if you over-interpret or over-lean into something idea, pwedeng sumobra, eh, 'di ba? So disclaimer lang about visioning and like having a purposeful life. It doesn't mean na kunyari, nako, 35 na ako, hindi pa rin clear yung idea ko ng future. It doesn't mean na walang kwenta yung buhay mo. 'Di ba? You just have questions that aren't answered yet, and that's the nature of human life. Parang okay yung to have a vision. For me, equally as important yung being kind to yourself. Yung
Yeah.
knowing na I did good work today. I'll be patient with myself. I did good work today. Tomorrow is another day. Or okay lang yan. It's okay to be sabi nga ni Nightbird, if you're lost, we're all a little lost. It's all right. Di ba? Para gano'n. So, doon sa mga
Yeah.
may pinagdadaalan ngayon, like wag kayong, naku, wala akong purpose. Parang si Coach Jalby, wala akong 5-year plan. Siguro naliligaw ako. It's okay. Ako rin ganun for the longest time. It's okay. So, dahil ganun yung pinag-uusapan na. And is dahil this is because this is a Father's Day special. If you're thinking na, naku, ako, hindi ako nakaka-date yung anak ko, or ako, masungit ako, or ako, ngayon, masungit pa ako eh. Or ako, I don't say sorry yet. It's hard for me kasi hindi ganito yung programming ko, ganun, hindi ako sanay. It's okay. Like, be kind to yourself. Na things will, as long as you do things with a good intention, talaga mahal na mahal mo yung anak mo. Yan yung asawa mo, or kung sino man yung is helping you raise your kids. Things will result well. Parang kumbaga relax lang. Relax lang. Hindi,
Wag ma-pressure.
na-imagine ko kasi na there might be a certain type of parent na talagang nakikinig sa podcast tapos nagno-notes. Yung, ay, naku, grabe, value bomb yun. Ang dami ko natutunan. Naku, ba't di ko pa nagagawa to? Ang sagwa ko talaga. Parang I suck. Parang gano'n. I'm not good enough. I relax lang, guys. Relax. Enjoy life. Be kind to yourself. Nandito lang ako para buksan yung bintana na, or buksan yung pinto na I'll show you, there might be something na hindi mo lang alam, or there might be a better way, 'di ba? Or there might be a happier way of doing things na hindi ka lang aware. Baka I would humbly suggest there might be something you could do to improve your life or how you are right now. And then if you see that, ikaw nang bahalang pumunta doon. Don't kill yourself that you're not there yet. Ngayon mo lang nga nakita eh. Di ba?
Yeah.
So like, be kind to yourself pagdating sa parenting. Again, 1 out of 3 conversations. As long as matino kang magulang, 1 out of 3 times, your kid will grow up well.
Yan, sobrang nice. Actually, ito na rin yung sinabi mo, pero do you have a message ba that you want to share pa or to add for aspiring freelancers or fathers out there na nakikinig netong podcast?
Oo, parang final message na yung sinabi ko kanina. But
Yeah,
let's make a
kaya nga.
finaler message. Finalist. I see some people who are thinking either or, and are thinking in terms of sacrifice. Either I'm a full-time parent, or a successful entrepreneur, freelancer, or professional. And either or mentality, or yung sacrifice mentality na if I become more present with my child or children, I will sacrifice my career. If I focus on my career, I will sacrifice my family time. That is true to a certain extent. Kasi totoo naman, lahat ng tao may 24 hours lang.
Yes.
Di ba? like that is true to a certain extent. And there are really times na kailangan mo tutukan yung pamilya mo. Like, last year, my wife and I lost a baby. Pang-5 sana namin na anak. And she needed to have some tests done, biopsy, parang gano'n, surgery. So, nakatutok ako sa kanya, na-sacrifice talaga yung career ko, yung business. Kumbaga, totoo yun. Pag may urgent need in one area, masasacrifice talaga yung kabila. That's true. At the same time, you can be both. You can be both. Ibig sabihin, sa lahat ng mga tatay dito na freelancer and entrepreneurs, lahat ng mga nanay na entrepreneur, pwedeng pareho. I am both a good father and a successful freelancer. I am both a loving mother and a high-performing businesswoman. Pwede siyang both. And it starts with thinking that it's possible. Kasi kung sa simula pa lang ang mindset mo, hindi pwede yan eh.
Isa lang.
One or the other lang, either or lang, di ba? Talo ka na agad. But if you think of that both are possible, your mind will suddenly start ways. How? How can I make it possible? How can I make it possible? So minsan nagko-co-work ako dahil may kailangan akong tapusin. Like my client, tas marami akong kailangan gawin, mga training manuals nila, mga ganun. Sinasama ko yung anak ko. Di ba? Para pag nag 15-minute coffee break or ano, di nag-uusap kami.
Yeah.
Di ba?
Nice.
Like, and that's an example of gawan ng paraan. Or kunyari, gusto mo mag-workout, hindi kasama ko sa workout. Para
Naging
sulit, di ba?
bonding.
Kumbaga sa kalendaryo mo, nag-stack yung dalawang item dahil sabay mo siyang ginagawa. That's just me. I'm sure there's other parents out there who have other more amazing parenting hacks. I just wanted to say na kung mahalaga sa'yo at kung para sa'yo, magagawa mo siya ng paraan.
Sobrang totoo.
'Di ba? Magagawa mo siya ng paraan. It's possible to be both a good parent and the freelancer. 'Di ba? There's so many people who have done that. So, believe in yourself. 'Di ba?
Yes.
Believe in yourself lang.
Sobrang thank you for answering yung finalist na message natin. Pero yun na actually yung last question for my segment. So I'll turn over na the floor to Lay for the wrap up. Ayan. Thank you, Coach.
Ayun, Coach.
Thank you, Erica.
So, mayroon akong top 3 na nakuhang wisdom from you, Coach Jalby. So, yun yung sasabihin ko sa recap. And then, yung una talaga na tumatak sa akin, you can be a man and be emotionally available. Dun sa, hindi lang sa anak, pero as a person and sa friends, sa family, you can be that. Tapos gustong-gusto ko yung kwento mo dun sa naglalakad kayo ng lolo mo, magka-holding hands kayo kahit binata ka na. I love that. Kasi parang yun yung matatandaan mo talaga pag tumatanda ka na wow, na-experience mo yung hindi na-experience ng iba. Kasi wala kang pakialam sa iisipan ng iba. And
Nagsusubukan kami sa food court noon. Yung lolo ko, pareho kami may bigote, isipin mo. Uy, masarap yung ulam ko, try mo. Susubukan niya ako. Ganun, di ba?
Yeah, ang cute. And then,
Sorry to interrupt na.
yeah, it's okay. Yung second one is, your children will copy what they see, often, not what they hear. So, yun yung sabi mo na, kung ano yung nakikita nila sa atin as a parent, yun din most likely yung gagawin nila. Regardless, kahit na sabihin mong mali to, mali yan. So, may scientific reason ba behind that?
Mimetics. The science of mimetics. Doon ang galing yung salitang meme. So may science of mimetics, may science of social pressure. So like peer pressure, 'di ba, is true. May social pressure then from the parental side kasi if you want to get your parents' approval, subconsciously, you try to behave like them.
Oh.
You'll find that your children will have the same mannerisms as you.
Ang galing. So, next, yung third naman is yung you can still bond with your kids when they grow up na parang walang nagbago kasi yun yung tinanim mo sa kanila. So, sobrang meaningful na sa akin na kung ano yung tinanim mo sa anak mo, yun din yung aanihin mo in the future. So, kung nagbabanding kayo as a kid, you can expect na kahit magdalaga, magbinata, parang walang nagbago as long as consistent yung ganong moments. I love that kasi na-experience ko yan. Ayun, yun yung recap na pinakatumatak sa akin, Jebel. You can take it over na.
Yan. Thank you so much, Lay, for sharing yung mga lessons na tumatak sa iyo. And Coach Javi, thank you so much din sa mga share mong stories and lessons. Gabi, gusto ko tong episode na to kasi may science na kasama. So, talagang reliable yung mga tips na binigay sa atin ni Coach. So, before we end, saan ka ba namin pwedeng i-follow? May mga upcoming projects ka ba and programs?
Hi. Yan. You can connect with me sa Facebook and sa LinkedIn. Same din. Like kung nakikita niyo yung display name ko, ayan, Jalvi Valdez. So it's Valdez with an S. Search nyo na ako sa LinkedIn or Facebook. You can also check out my email newsletter. Makikita nyo siya sa aking website. So it's thebetterhappy.com. Thebetterhappy.com. So just visit the website. There's a sign up page there. I give 2 to 3 happiness tips, minsan about parenting, relationships, about career na science-based, positive psychology-based. So kung gusto niyo maging happy, subscribe kayo sa email newsletter. May mga niluluto din akong stuff. Abangan niyo yung announcement. So i-follow niyo ako sa page ko. I am cooking up in partnership with the Genius Porcupine. A
Oh,
live
congrats.
event that deals with psychology, mental health, avoiding triggers, and refilling your emotional energy sa July 19, Saturday. Yan ang ano. So, I won't give any more information than that dahil baka pagalitan ako ng mga partners ko. But yan, sa ngayon, yan, abangan nyo kung gusto nyo ng isang whole day event na ganito, like science-based siya and may matututunan kayo. Hindi lang mind blown pero may apply nyo talaga sa buhay nyo. Hindi naman kailangan magpaiyak. Pwede naman. Baka iyakin lang sila. I don't know. Di ba? Like kung gusto yung umiyak, tumawa, but basically if you wanna get unstuck and to have unlimited growth in all areas of your life, abangan nyo yung announcement ko for a July 19 event dito sa Metro Manila.
Yan. So, thank you so much, Coach Jalvi. So, ipa-flash na lang natin sa screen yung mga socials ni Coach. And of course, invest na rin kayo doon sa event ni Coach. Ayun pala, June pala is Men's Mental Health Month. So, yan. Perfect na perfect talaga tong podcast episode natin about Father's Day. For all the men out there na feeling nila, nag-iisa sila, walang kikinig. Please remember lang na we see you and we hear you. And we love you, syempre. And sana baunin nyo lahat ng reminders today from Coach Javi. Thank you so much talaga. And reminders sa mga dads, we see you, we appreciate you, and we love you. Please don't forget to follow our podcast and our pages at mgn.socialsuite at all platforms. We share social media tips for freelancers and entrepreneurs. That's it for today. Big hugs and happy Father's Day ulit, mga papa. Goodbye!
Happy Father's Day. Bye!